A total lunar eclipse in Scorpio occurred on May 16. The lunar eclipse will complete a phenomenon that astrologers call the karmic eclipse corridor. This is a difficult period when many have to face the lessons of the past. Astrologers note that due to Mercury retrograde, which moves in the opposite direction from May 10 to June 3, the impact of the eclipse corridor may linger until the planet reverses. Eclipses have always seemed to people a mystical phenomenon, and although it is a natural phenomenon, in one way or another they affect our lives. We know that there was a solar eclipse in Taurus on April 30, which opened a corridor of eclipses, and it lasted till May 16. A lunar eclipse has long been considered a mystical phenomenon that, unlike the solar eclipse, has always had a sign of a new beginning. But first, it's worth understanding the lunar eclipse from different perspectives. Residents of most of America, Africa, and Europe will be able to see the lunar eclipse on May 16. It is noted that the eclipse was visible in all regions where the moon will be above the horizon at this time. The maximum phase of the eclipse was seen by residents of most of North America, all of South America, Central and Western Europe, and most of Africa. In total, 2.7 billion people were able to observe the phenomenon. A lunar eclipse occurs when the moon enters the shadow cone of the Earth. The diameter of the Earth's shadow spot at a distance of 363,000 kilometers, the moon's minimum distance from Earth, is about 2.6 times the diameter of the moon, so the entire moon can be obscured. During a shadow dimming, our satellite turns red, so this phenomenon is often called the blood moon. It can be total, when the shadow completely covers the moon, or partial, when the moon partially enters the Earth's shadow, with one part of it remaining dark and the other part illuminated by the sun's rays. If a solar eclipse has long been considered a bad omen, which is not surprising, because when suddenly, in the middle of a clear day, night comes, it is frightening. And the lunar eclipse symbolizes a new beginning. But the eclipse, which occurred on April 16, according to astrologers, has negative energy. So it's worth being cautious. For those who want to keep abreast of major events in the sky, CNN has a complete list of lunar and solar eclipses, as well as dates when you can see meteor showers in the night sky. 12 full moons can be seen in 2022, and 2 of these events can be considered supermoons. A supermoon is a phenomenon that occurs when the full moon or new moon coincides with perigee, the moment of closest approach between the moon and Earth. At this time, the full moon looks brighter and appears closer to Earth, so it appears larger in the night sky. Therefore, the full moons in June, as well as July 2022, will be considered supermoons. There will also be 2 total lunar eclipses and 2 partial solar eclipses in 2022. Partial solar eclipses occur when the moon passes in front of the sun, but block only part of its light. A lunar eclipse can only occur during a full moon when the sun, Earth, and moon become aligned and the moon moves into the Earth's shadow. When the full moon enters the Earth's shadow, it darkens but does not disappear. Sunlight that passes through Earth's atmosphere brightly illuminates the moon, staining it red, which is why it is often called the blood moon.